War games with China. What's Putin's message there?
Well, I mean, China and Russia have been going through different phases in their relationship. So early Cold War, they were allies. Then they were actually had a border war. And now in the later period here, they've been cooperating much more. But they're quite different motives, I would say, from each side. And there's still a big element of strategic mistrust between the two. For Russia, it's really about showing that they're a global military power. They've been showing capability in Ukraine. They've been showing capability in Syria, and now they show capability in the Far East as well. So that's really the image they want to send, and also perhaps a message to the U.S. that if they keep being cornered by U.S. sanctions and so on, they will turn increasingly to China. For the Chinese, I think they're much less interested in being in this sort of axis of troublemakers with Russia. And they much more, if you look at Chinese television imagery, they showed how Xi Jinping was actually at the Economic Forum in Vladivostok and talking about how to build infrastructure in the region and put much less emphasis on the military drills. And if they mention it, it was very much a focus on how this was a contribution to regional peace. So they don't want to be sort of in that way seen besides Russia as a sort of axis against the US and the West. Last, you might also say the fact that Russia keeps these exercises in the Far East, if they did not invite China to participate, it would also could be seen as quite threatening, because who is there in the East as a big neighbor? That's China.